Today I got the chance to speak to Dylan Fjellström. Dylan owns Clear Water, a big renovation company. He bought the business 8 years ago when it was a 10-man window cleaning company, and he's grown the business to what we have today. So it was good to sit down and speak to him. Thank you for your time, Dylan. Dylan, 8 years ago, you bought a 10-man window cleaning business in Dubai. Fast forward today, and you've got a 200-man operation, mainly working on fit-outs up and down the Palm and villas and apartments in Dubai.
Exactly.
What do you think Dubai's taught you over the last 8 years?
Big question. First of all, that nothing comes easy. Everything is really difficult to get to, and but if you work hard and you stay true to what you're doing, it works out in the end. It does. And that everything that can go wrong will go wrong for sure. So you have to be prepared for anything. We did the window cleaning. People said, "Can't you paint our wall as well? Can you not fix our bathroom or change the tiles?" So it became gradually a little bit more. We did one bathroom, we did one kitchen, we did one garden, and then now I want to have my whole apartment, first small apartment and then bigger apartment. Okay. So it grew gradually like that, and now I would say post-COVID it's exploded.
Where were you at before COVID to where you are today?
I was probably at about 30 to 40 guys before COVID, and when COVID came I was like scared. I didn't know what to do, either run away or go all in, and I went all in. We had obviously the services that exempt us from the lockdown, so we could work during COVID, and therefore we could do the maintenance and the cleaning, but also then we said we're doing maintenance, but we did the renovations as well because we were maintaining the buildings, and therefore we gained traction. A lot of companies closed, so we got a lot of good staff come over and grew the company a lot. So we doubled the manpower and the turnover during COVID during 2020, and then 2021 it just kept on going.
Because especially if you're looking at fit-outs, no one was really buying properties back then. Everybody was panicking.
Yes.
So were people still renovating?
Yes, because they were locked in at home, right? They saw what was wrong with their home. They started spending more time in their home. They said, we are getting a bit of money extra because we're not traveling, we're not out spending the money elsewhere, so let's spend it on our home. So I saw a big change in people's mentality of, before it was work, you come home, you sleep, you shower, you eat, you go back out again. Now it was like, this is my home, I want to take care of it.
Do you think there's been a big change in demographic since COVID and people buying these properties?
It has. I mean, to be honest, I know that it's a lot more Eastern Europeans, Russians, Chinese coming in and buying properties. But to be honest, I don't see much of that. My clients are predominantly European. Okay. And most of our work is via referral. So it's not that we go out marketing and get the jobs that way. So we get referred from our existing customers, and therefore it stays in the same, I would say, same group. I came here myself in 2004, so I've been 20 years now. And the first 4 years was boom. Everybody was buying, everybody had a property or a few properties, everyone was buying off-plan and so on. It was definitely a big boom. Obviously 2008 came the crash. Everything died out. Nobody dared to touch the property market for quite many years, and it was quite kind of shaky from my view. Shaky, and not, people were scared for the 2008 to happen again. It was too recent, and it never really took to it.
People did get the confidence.
Yes, exactly. But then when they saw the COVID, prices went down, and then when it started gaining and people wanted to have their own. After COVID, they felt that I need my own home. I want to have a home. Yes.
Because the risk with renting is that you can be served notice
Exactly.
at any minute,
Yeah.
and you're given 12 months to move out.
Exactly.
Now, if you've got a family and you've been living there for the last 5 or 6 years, what do you do?
Yeah.
So to have that safety net of your own place, I get it.
Definitely. And also they see the market growing, they see the rentals increasing a lot. So I buy my place, I can make it the way I want it, the way I like it, and then also have the security, as you say.
It's no secret that properties in Dubai are getting a lot smaller, which is why people are turning to places like the Palm for not just a lifestyle choice, but also the extra space. But, you know, some of the buildings, some of the communities, they're 17 plus years old, which means they're starting to get a little bit tired. They're starting to look a little bit cracked around the edges, which is why companies like Clear Waters have exploded over the years with homeowners, investors, everybody's looking to renovate. Do you think that things have just got dated quickly, or it wasn't very tasteful to begin with? Or...
I think from the beginning, maybe it wasn't the most tasteful. As I said, the quality of all the materials are maybe not the best.
Yeah.
Also, the climate here is really tough on the buildings, on everything.
And
so it does go worse quite quickly.
you get tired.
Yes, it gets tired. And obviously, you buy something, you come in, you've got the amazing view, you got the amazing location. You want to have an amazing house or amazing home. So...
And do you think with like humidity and stuff during the summer, it has a big impact on these?
Absolutely. It makes a big difference.
Yeah. Especially in marina residents, I've had clients come to me and say there's an issue with humidity and you get mold and things in the properties. I think a lot of that's down to not looking after the property itself. People go away for the summer and they don't leave their AC on.
Yeah, that is
the temperature's scorching hot inside.
It's very humid inside and everything gets moldy because the ventilation in these buildings are not always the best. And therefore the AC is needed in summer, especially we are on the water. And
of course.
Really hot. So
when you're renovating, can you change your AC? Can you do anything like that?
We can change the AC. It won't really change that much.
Okay.
On that, it's not something that is really needed.
You still have to look after the property during...
But you have to maintain it. You have to make sure that everything is up to date and all filters are cleaned. Also, the ventilation has to be, because the fresh air has to come in to make sure it doesn't get humid in that way.
Do you think that everyone's going to eventually renovate in these properties, and in 5 years' time, it's going to be difficult to buy a standard one?
It's on the way, definitely. We see a lot of apartments getting renovated here. Probably, I would say 30% in each building has been renovated.
Is there any limitations within the keel of what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do?
There are limitations what we're allowed to do. Obviously, nothing structural. We cannot change the location of toilets so much because the drainage goes downstairs. Also, anything that changes the elevation of the building, so the look and feel from outside cannot be changed.
So you can't change the windows?
No.
Or the balcony space or anything?
Yes,
like that?
they want to keep everything the same.
Okay, and because everyone's renovating, is there a cap on how many renovations you can do per building?
No, not yet. Maybe it will come, because it's very disturbing to have lots of people renovate around you. So definitely.
For sure, especially if you've got kids. And the kids are sleeping in the middle of the day, and all you can hear are builders and noise.
It is very disruptive, yes.
And it echoes, the echo through the building. So I'm surprised. I mean, great for the likes of us.
Yeah.
Because more people buy and more people renovate.
Yes.
But I'd be surprised if they don't come up with something right. With the villas, you can obviously do a lot more.
Yes.
Are you allowed to knock them down and redo them again?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You can more or less anything as long as you stay within the parameters of how far from the boundary wall, how far from the plot limits, and so on. And the look and feel has to be within line with what Nakil likes.
Okay.
If you're not talking about the power.
So they would approve how how the villa's going to look. If
Yes.
you're going to knock it down.
Everything has to be approved by them.
Okay. And basements, if you're looking at villas,
No,
are allowed to be.
they did allow before, but as far as I know, it's not allowed anymore.
Why did they put a stop to that?
I think it's too risky. Wrong contractor does the wrong thing. It's not safe. There's a risk of collapse because obviously the water will be pushing in, and it's underwater if you do make a
We're on an island.
Yes, exactly.
It's an unmade island at the end.
Exactly.
And from the ones which you're doing now, how many of those would have the intention to sell at the end?
I would say about 50%.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. 50% they buy it, maybe stay a little bit, but on the long run, definitely.
They go to almost flip it in a short period of time. As long as the market continues up, their plan is just to sell it for a profit.
Yes.
And I guess some of the villas, if you can buy a villa for 20, 25 million dirhams and spend 5 or 6 and sell for 40,
exactly,
which is what some people are doing,
it's a very good profit.
Yeah.
Quite short time.
As long as the market continues in the direction that it's heading.
Or if it's even just stays at present, because it doesn't have to increase a lot. But when you do the renovation, the value increases. You can put gold and marble and things like that will push up the price, or you can buy economy tiles, or you can keep it very simple and get it cheaper as well. You want it to last. You want it to be more than what it was before. You want it to be premium, because you are in
quality wasn't very good to begin with.
Exactly, and you are in a premium location, so it should match the community, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think the Palm's going anywhere anytime soon.
No.
So if you're going to do anything to it and you want it to still look nice in 5 years, 10 years time,
exactly,
you need to spend a little bit extra.
Yes, exactly.
And then sort of time frames.
3-bedroom, I would say, from when we get access to start, about 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, 12 weeks is what we target.
Is it fairly easy just to get started on these things, or it's the approvals?
Well, it's first we need it depends how much invasive work you're going to do. If you're just going to do a facelift and a touch up, it's quite easy. You just go to Nakil. But as soon as you're going to move any walls, demolish any walls, add any walls, you have to go to Trakish, which is the governmental arm of it, and get those approvals. So. And to do that, you have to be a certified contractor with them, registered with them.
How long would that process usually take? Let's say I buy a property today and I contact you tomorrow to come and do the work. How long would it before you can actually start?
Normally, we have about 20 to 25 working days. Can be faster when everything is aligned, but wouldn't promise that.
I guess you've got the contacts now to make things happen a little bit quicker than someone who doesn't have those contacts.
Yes, now we do it every day, so
it's
something we are very used to.
How many projects do you take on at one time?
We can have up to 12 projects at a time.
Okay. And that is spread across from, do you go up to Jumeirah Golf Estates?
Yes, Jumeirah Golf, Victory Heights. We do there also, not as much. This is not a bit outside of where we normally are. We do a lot of Emirates living around meadows, lakes.
Well, you're naming all the developments.
They are all the older ones, and they are the ones who really need the renovation. Lot up in
location.
Yes, absolutely. And then obviously Palm is our stronghold. I think this is where we've done most of our renovations.
Okay.
So it's Marina Residence is probably done between 30 to 40 full apartment renovations here. Also the townhouses, we've renovated quite a few. So yeah.
You had any crazy requests? Anything you can talk about on camera?
Well, I had one client, he definitely did not want a bathtub.
He didn't want a bathtub?
No, but he wanted a shower for a long time, and he wanted to lie down, so I made him a bed in the shower. Bit like a spa, mosaic bed. That's one. The other one is recently, her dream project is the Royal Atlantis.
Okay.
So she wanted her apartment to be a copy of Royal Atlantis, same marble, same staircase, same Louis Vuitton shop.
Oh my goodness.
So these kind of things are
my goodness.
But it's good. We are open to do anything.
You say no to, or people just
Sometimes but in the end of the day, we are there to build what the client wants. We are not to decide what is right or wrong, or what is nice or not nice. Yeah. Everyone has their own taste, and they want what they want. Exactly. So my job is to understand what the client wants, get it down on paper, get them some nice renders to understand what it's actually going to look like, get it approved, and then we will build it.
For anyone wanting to find you, I'll put some descriptions in the details in the description below. They can reach out to you direct, and by the sounds of it, you've got a big enough company to take on anything at the moment. So.
Well, yeah, we are very, very busy though, but if they have a bit of time to wait, they can.
Sounds good. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.
I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah.